ones, right? Especially the ones coming out of the factory. All cars should be flex fuel, right? I dream of a world that we can travel the open road, right? And we can go across this whole country, and we cleanly, sustainably, in a way that's not going to hurt the earth or the economy, in the way that are not going to make wars or violent. I want to bring peace and happiness to all people, and not have to fight over resources of fuel and and money and the economy. And there's a future that we all can just live together, and the future starts with flex fuel, with ethanol, with biofuels, right? A future where we don't have to start wars over energy demands. Like, we need to live in that world that we can just live together in harmony, right? And in order to go there, we got to start moving in that direction, right? And we are moving in that direction, if whether you like it or not. They put in more and more ethanol in our fuel every single day, right? And if you want a future, and if you want to live in the world that we can still drive our old classic cars and our old nice little ICE engines, that we're not just going to be live in the world that every car is a Tesla, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Everybody driving Teslas, but so if they could be the option that people can drive the car that they have, and the car that you have, every car 2001 and newer can handle higher forms of ethanol. They just need a couple modifications, like mainly sensors. So they added sensor, and computers can take care of most of the work needed to change the car, because mainly what they do is they forget to add the sensor in the factory. Honestly, that's all they really do. Some cars you might need to add more of a flow, a better fuel pump, or injectors, just to get a little bit better. But that mainly just for people that are trying to get better performance, because ethanol is a high performance car. But if you want to keep driving this car that you have now, if you want to be around in the future, we need to start future-proofing our cars and future-proofing our economy. Because right now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know about this eco fuel. I mean, I'm going to literally go over here to these people and talk to them about it. Ask them why they're not using the E15, even though it's cheaper and better for the economy and better for the planet. And you can use it if your cars. Really, the government says that you can use it because the government, because they've been putting a flex E10 in all cars since the 1970s. So they're preparing for this future silently, right? They've been preparing for this future silently. They've been preparing for this future, right? Of E15, because the government been talking about making E15 and E30 the new standard, right? But the oil companies are trying to stop it. The oil companies are trying to make up lies and gossip and propaganda and politicalness, right? Because that's what they do. They want to tell us lies and propaganda and get us all just to get that what they want, And most of the lies and propaganda from oil companies are just lies and propaganda. Like, oh yeah, it's going to destroy your assy. Your car is actually, he's been designed with ethanol in mind since because we've been putting it in there since the 1970s. Like, all cars that we are driving, been putting ethanol, been designed with ethanol in mind. But at the same time, we need to start making. But we do need a plan. Well, since we are building cars with ethanol in mind, why don't we build them actually flex fuel? from the factory with the flex fuel logo. All cars mandatory from the factory. If you're gonna sell a car in this country, you have to be flex fuel recognized. Because otherwise, like, we are not going to be moving to the future. We're going to stay where we are. We want options. You deserve options. You deserve options. You deserve a right to choose what type of fuel you want to put in your car. You have a right to choose what type of what is best for you. We should have a single option, a monopoly on fuel. Just like you wouldn't want to just drive an electric car, a Tesla. If you really want choices, maybe you should also want a choice to choose what type of fuel you want to put in a non-electric vehicle. You have to put gas in, or else we're all going to die. That's the whole thing that, like, the oil companies are trying to instill on us. But we need to wake up and realize that we don't need to be afraid of ethanol, that we need to be able to embrace it. Right? Yeah. A lot of people like, well, doesn't it separate out the gas? Doesn't once it get wet, it just separates. And actually, yeah, it does. It definitely does separate. So I'm going to address that. So E15, if you look it up, it has to have you have to have 15%. So once you get to 10%, it's equal water per volume of ethanol, then it separates. So a little bit, last year probably a little bit less, like 5% water will separate 10% ethanol. So 15% ethanol is actually less acceptable for separation than the lower blend. So a higher blend of ethanol, less aid for separation. Right. Another thing that people want to talk about is about the food shortage. Right. The whole argument the oil company's been trying to push for it. But actually, feedstocks are made from ethanol. Actually, there's a bunch of corn. You can't feed corn directly to cows. You can't feed corn directly to cows because it's not good for them, and they were made. So yes, you can, by fermenting fermenting the corn, breaking it down, and you're able to get more nutrient dense, higher protein, less sugar, healthier food, right? Same way that we make a lot of our protein drinks, like like the whey protein and stuff like that. That's where those come from fermenting and distilling it down. I hope that this video has to go out because and then so another guy you see a comment and say, why not fire oil? Why not like biodiesel? And yeah, they are actually making synthetic biodiesel right now. They are actually making synthetic diesel that is completely identical to regular diesel. A lot of diesel cars run on diesel fuel, and it's amazing. And a lot of propaganda, but also all the ideas that ethanol has is about not being sustainable. Actually, is not, like, biofuel is not actually sustainable because it takes a lot more corn to make biodiesel, and it takes a lot higher process to make oil and biodiesel. It takes it's a whole energy in, energy out type propagation. It actually takes more energy to make biodiesel than it does than you're creating from it. But anyways, even still, energy could be made greenly. You know, you can use a solar panel to produce biofuel, and the farmers and the tractor will be ran sustainably, and even if it ain't. But the whole idea is that be profitable and sustainable. Ethanol is like you get more energy out than you put in. Like so. And another thing about so yeah, we address the corn, we address war, oil this stuff does, and a lot of wars target ethanol. So let's go talk to the general public about why they would not use E15, because even though it's only 5% more ethanol propane, when they already putting E10 in the car. So what type of gas are you using today? What type of gas are you using today? It's so funny they even ask that question. Like you have a choice. So he is using the E15. Okay. That's cool. So what type of gas are you using today?
Unleaded. Are you recording?
I'm just doing a documentary for my YouTube channel discussing why people are using the fuel that they are.
Yes.
So,
unleaded.
So why do you not choose the E15 fuel?
Just because, I don't know, I've been using unleaded ever since I got my car. So I just try to keep it same continuously so it doesn't mess up my engine.
Yeah, well, E15 and E10 is very similar. It's just 10% more ethanol and better for the environment.
Oh, yeah.
And the stickers say it's good for all vehicles for 2001 and newer. Because we've been putting ethanol in the cars since the 1970s. So they made cars with ethanol in mind.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Maybe when I get another car, we'll go E.
Well, the problem is that they only have E15 at every gas station.
Oh, really?
They only have this gas station like this one that carry the E15. Right? And that way they could give you a better quality fuel for less money.
Oh, yeah.
As an option, but people don't understand the options, so
yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's cool. Thank you for that information, though.
Alright. Alright, let's see what other people think about the E15 fuel. What type of fuel are they using? Hey, what type of fuel are you using today? What type of fuel are you using today?
The mid-grade.
Why didn't you get the mid-grade that is yellow?
I don't know. I just get it.
You don't know, you just do it? Do you see the mid-grade that do you see the mid-grade that is yellow is actually way cheaper?
No.
Oh my god, you paying what? You paying $3.33 when you could be paying less than $3 per gallon? What is it? $2.84? You could be paying $2.84 a gallon.
I don't like 86.
No, I'm saying 88 right here, the Eco 88.
That's only for 2001 vehicles.
And newer. Are you newer than 2006? Or 2000? What year are your car?
I did not rather put that with you. Sorry.
I just wanted to know why. I'm just. Oh, you're the 2000. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Well, this guy's running an old classic car, and he probably still. Are you here for the E15?
No, less ethanol it has. It's originally built to run on leaded gas.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So you're going to go over less ethanol if you can. I understand because you have a classic. It wasn't built to run the ethanol. But it's a nice truck though. I really want to know what the people think about the E15. What do you think about the E15? Why are you not using it? Are you using the E15 or the regular gas? What type of fuel are you using today? Yeah, well, they're both unleaded. They don't put. The E85 is less unleaded than E15 is have less lead than the pure gas. E10. There you go. I went for the yellow handle, but you then you give up and got the black handle. Trying to figure out why you want to do the black handle over the I mean, do you think all cars should be flex fuel in the future? Yeah, but I think people are just scared. They don't understand. They're scared, and but that's why we need to make cars flex fuel. All cars flex fuel, so people will be less scared of putting ethanol in their car, because if it was flex fuel from the factory, then people are not going to be as scared. But I still see people with flex fuel vehicle buying regular gasoline, even though ethanol is way cheaper. So I don't really know, because I felt like the people have been misinformed. So yeah. Well, I hope this video was informative or inspiring in some way. And right now I'm traveling countries, teaching people about fuel and biofuel community thing. I just got done feeding the homeless this morning and working with the community. And now I'm just trying to get enough gas to get down the road. If you want to help support the channel, become a member. I'm going to see if I can get some gas now. You guys want to come with me to try to see if we can get some gas? I don't know. I think I'd be better off putting the camera down. Alright, well, please like, subscribe, share the video. You wanted me to see me getting gas. Classic Eric. Okay, well. Hey, how you doing? What type of fuel are you using today? Regular. Why not the regular gas? Oh, look, the guy ran off with the gas pump. That's funny. Now people can't use the. Now people can't use the. Yeah. Now E85 is just like that. Just like that, people. E15 is now the only option, people. It's just like that. E15 is now the only option. Now the E10 is now out of order. Just like that. Just like that, people. Taking out the E10. Now we got E15. Look how resilient E15 made the fuel systems. Oh, now they're running over it. Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, just leave it there. It's fine.
Okay, sorry.
Just tuck it in right here.
Turn it off and everything. I'm done and I
Alright. Hey, can you guys spare any gas today? I'm out of gas. I'm trying to get gas over here. I know. Hey, I appreciate it. People don't need to be buying that E10 gas anyways. It costs more money. Wait for the person to go back in. No gas lines actually have designed to be broke away. They just can be reattached pretty easily. The whole line doesn't have to be replaced. Just the I don't even know if anything needs to be replaced. It might be able to be plugged back in, or this column might need to be replaced. You know. But yeah, it's designed to break away because that happens all the time. Hey, how you doing? What type of fuel are you using today? What type of fuel are you using today?
you take all that with you?
Can you spare any gas? I don't think people want to be filmed. Hey, can you spare any gas today? Can you spare any gas today?
Where you filming?
I'm over here on the end.
Where you filming?
Right. Oh, because I have a YouTube channel.
Where you headed?
I'm heading to up down to this east on the I-40 going down the 66. I'm trying to head up to Missouri. What?
Oh, Missouri?
Yeah.
In the middle? All right.
Yeah.
Take care.
Alright. Hey, can you spare any gas today? Are you using the yellow gas? It's better for the planet. Why not? What?
Are you filming?
Yeah, I just want to know why people don't want to use the yellow gas. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not going to get no gas if I'm filming. So, yeah, I gotta get going. But thank you for liking and subscribing.